Hey folks, Jayborino here, welcome back. It's Maporino 2019. We're showcasing. This is Darkest Hours, submitted by Nekron for StarCraft Remastered. It is the only entry for Remastered that is modified, using a modified executable, I should say. Special thanks to Nave, Cools, Jane, Seversi, UED Commander, and Iquare. Let's get going.
Hello, this goddamned planet. If only I wasn't surrounded by such a world of these brainless pieces of... I have to come down. We can still bring victory to humanity. If only a handful of my men left, it will be tough to get through Galen's Zerg. But perhaps I could use the process as a distraction. I haven't perished. Not all is yet lost.
Okay. I will wait for 5 seconds. Okay, end of briefing. Let's go.
Three legionnaires and a medic walk into HR. They all die.
Colonel keeping the morale up, as always.
Legionnaires.
Solid as a rock, sir.
UED Steel Legionnaires.
Move out.
Base 1 armor. More HP than a Marine. Normal damage.
Where does it hurt?
UED Medic. Functions as expected. Vasily. I remember Vasily from Nekron's submission last year, which was a modified Omega, and one of the enemies that showed up was Vasily. I think this is a character from his remastered campaign called UED AIP. I think that's where Vasily originated from. He also has shields. That's obviously good. Unfortunately, our medic is going to take damage from Mutalisks, but I suppose that's okay. Just go ahead and heal us up, lady. And we want to tank with our hero, please. So our Marines, or our Legionnaires, rather, shoot quite slow. There's like quite a long delay. There are minerals on the ground down here.
Oh, yes. A lot of them. We should be able to master it and use it once we find the remainder of our forces in this arena.
A link to the past, alright. So we're accruing minerals. We can't can't see the counter, but he's saying once we link up with other UED forces, we'll be able to use these minerals, I guess. That sound effect is from A Link to the Past, which is a Zelda game for Super Nintendo. Alright. We're good. Just kind of taking it a little slow here. Get away from my medic. Okay, we're good. That's all we gotta look out for, our Mutalisks, because that's the only thing that can ultimately injure my medic, who is at full energy. Hold position, please. Clumping up. Again, as stuff unburrows, I just want to kill it as soon as possible, which requires us to stay together. Hold position, Micro. Hello, sir. Kill it! It took so much damage. I don't understand. It was a pretty long delay when it unburrowed. I should have just right-clicked it. Alright, let's try it again. This time, I saved before going down into this nightmare chasm. Okay, got him that time. It's fine. Just gotta right-click those infested Terrans with a clump of units that are relatively close together.
Sensors don't show any more mineral residue in this area.
Okay. Look out, sir. Just trying to keep my units alive, please. Vasily's got some shields. He can survive a little bit longer. He'll regenerate the shields. The medic's at near full energy. We're good. Okay. Are we getting close to where we need to be? I see something down here. They've got a pretty long range, too. They shoot slower, but they seem like they still do pretty good damage. Okay, we got some colonies down here. That should be fine. So he had mentioned using Protoss as a distraction, so let's just... Oh, what? Well, that's weird. I mean, not super weird, but like they're able to morph from spore colonies into sunken colonies. Interesting. Okay, we're doing pretty good against the Zealots. Okay, well, we've uncovered a little base here that we can eventually, I guess, take. So let's check where we're going here.
Your forces are under attack.
Cerebrit. Huh. Okay, so maybe we're going to have access to both
Medical attention.
Terran and Zerg. Let's back up here. Well, he said there were no more minerals here, so I'm not sure. Okay. I was going to say I'm not really sure what I'm looking for, but this is fine. Please heal him. Okay, we're fine. It's fine. Everybody's fine. Excellent. Okay, so we're very close. Let's just play it cool. You know what? Just in case there are more infested Terrans, once we get to the actual base, maybe things will be not easier, but, you know, maybe we'll have a bit of a break. Nah, dog. I know how to micro the individual lurkers if we gotta deal with the burrowing and such. Heal up our Legionnaire. Their wireframe turns orange as soon as they take any damage, which is a little misleading. Can I not walk up here? Oh, that's a cliff. Okay. Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. Kind of looks like it's flat terrain.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I made it. Only to see most of our incompetent forces burned to a crisp.
On my way. Where
Can I
does it
take
hurt?
control of the... Yeah, okay.
I have a duty to defend. If any more of our survivors make it, do not let them disturb me. Defend instead of letting this prefer us at all cost. Good luck.
Not enough minerals.
We're gonna get those... Yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna get those resources. I need gas right away. So we've got Zerg and Terran. Sunken Colony. So Vasily is leaving. He's just flying away.
Fuel's running short, Captain. You will have to refrain from lifting off any structures.
So we're supply blocked as Terran. We have SCVs up here, as well as some random infantry. Okay, there we go. My monitor is back. I need to build a dropship to get them out of here.
Yes, sir.
So this is not connected via land, as far as I can tell. Unburrow here.
Solid as a rock, sir.
Alright, well, we got a lot of resources, so let's just get building. Let's get some more creep colonies and spread the creep up here. I should probably go and look around. So the Hydralisks have energy. They can cast Parasite, and we can make Lurkers, which is what I'd like to get to. I think we're going to be focusing on Zerg right now as I try to find and set up other bases. I could come over here and set this up, though I don't feel... Oh, gosh. I don't feel confident that I could
Forces
hold
are
on
under
to it.
attack.
Okay, back him up behind the bunker, please. You know, you could at least make an attempt to flee, but that's fine. Okay, I thought maybe we could keep him healed up. Let's just get more drones. I don't really need many more resources right now, minerals right now. Let's maybe move up here and set this up. Ah! I almost stopped him. I tried so hard. Yeah, we can't get out of here. Now I can make a dropship. I have just enough supply as well, so we can move the SCVs down here and build something else. So that's going to be crucial. We need more Legionnaires that are built as Guardians. Sure, that's fine. Okay, goodbye bunker, unless this finishes in time, which it won't. That's okay. We do need to keep these SCVs alive.
Let's show 'em what we got.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, we need some
Can I take your order?
additional buildings. Let's see what's at the academy. I don't think that's really necessary right now. Now we can finally move these
Need
folks.
medical attention?
Got to figure out where we want to take them.
Input coordinates.
I guess just right down here we'll build a command center, and we can ferry these units away as well. I don't know if they're going to be coming for this area, though, so we have to be careful.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, and now I don't have enough resources. What did I spend that many resources on? I guess I queued up a bunch of Legionnaires, which I can't really
Destination.
use right now.
Strap yourselves in.
Okay, so let's make this. I guess on the high ground, which is... Oh, that's a little weird. Where, can I cram it down here instead?
Input
Base
coordinates.
is under attack.
In the 5.
I saw something cloaked. We got to get Overlords up here. I just got this set up, too. Maybe we can lure them down here instead. Again, if we can get them killing each other. Back up. Cloaked Dragoons, Protoss Revenants. Okay. Yeah, okay. Zerg set up their own set of stuff down here. I just want to build a command center somewhere where it won't get blocked. Then a couple extra Legionnaires, which are 75. Got it. Okay, I can't let this stand. This has to be eliminated immediately. Creep colonies are quite they're not normally 125, isn't that right?
Base is under attack.
Okay, we're gonna have to maybe ferry some extra units over here to protect this. Overlord, I guess, stay here just in case they drop anything that can do anything to us. Should I be trying to stop this? I'm not sure if I can, while also stopping this.
Your forces are under
Okay, I don't need this gas anymore. Oh, that's mine. Okay. I need to back up and kill these scouts. I should have... if I would have just turned that one thing into a spore colony. They really want this area, like, very badly. I don't have enough money to do anything right now.
Medical attention?
Your forces are under attack.
If I go faster Evo Chamber... Faster Evo Chamber will be in better shape. Let's get down here. I just gotta rotate all of these
Base is under attack.
onto these resources, which are not really that much safer, but that's fine.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Okay, and then we will turn this into an Evo... Spore Colony eventually. And I need to be ferrying units back and forth from here, which sucks, because I really hate the idea of having to move units back and forth. It really is a pain in the butt, and I really dislike it. Alright, Evo Chamber. Can't afford it. Alright, we're starting from virtually scratch. I think that this put us too far behind.
Your forces are under attack.
If I would have had a better idea of knowing what to preempt, I would have been okay, but now I think it's a little too late.
Considering the circumstances, we are prepared to offer the Directorate a truce. Should you be able to deliver 3,000 Vespine tanks try not to play any tricks, or our Templar will be quick to turn their blades on you.
The plot is proving to be buttoned.
Spawn more overlords.
To deliver the Vespine, bring 3 dropships to the airspace south of the Templar Island while having sufficient resources. Are they still enemies? Will they still attack us? Because that seems worth it if we just bunker up and we hold out against the Zerg. I have to get more resources set up in the meanwhile. I do have a command center, which is a bonus. I have extra Terran supply, so let's make SCVs. You need to kind of stay over here. So we need 3,000 minerals. Is that correct? Yes. How much is the Evo Chamber? Normally, it's just typical 75. That's fine. Okay, get on up here. We're going to harvest. Obviously, we could take this, but I can't afford it anymore. I spent 300 and lost the hatchery. I didn't expect the Zerg to come back and fight back with such verve. Do I still have a dropship? Yes, because I'm probably going to want to get like another drone over there just in case, because I don't want to lose. We're going to have to stockpile a ton of Vespine for this. There's a geyser up here. We can do long-distance mining. We can't lift off the barracks, unfortunately. That would be nice, but no dice. Let's just try to get more saturated. Finally get this Evo Chamber out so we can get some spore colonies, because that seems pretty crucial. And then I've got this thing here, which did push back a Zerg base that was in my general vicinity that will now leave me alone. So that may have paid off. We have a bit of a quiet time right now, which is nice.
Not enough minerals.
They're still... Why? But why? They're coming at me with interceptors now. Hornets. These are from... originally from Reaver Menace, I think. Oh my goodness.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, I guess we just gotta spend some cash and get some extra stuff set up here.
Not enough minerals.
And I lost a lot of my drones. I think our overlords are just going to keep getting picked off, so we have to hide them somewhere. I wanted to get this set up, well, we will eventually.
Let's show 'em what we got.
Why are they still attacking? I mean, we're just going to make mineral-related things until we can stockpile enough Vespine. But I can't put more units on gas until we can get this set up. I think the beginning just set me back a little too far. I think the beginning just set me back a little too far. These Legionnaires are good, but there's virtually no way that we're going to be able to do this, I think, at this point. Not to be too fatalistic, but there's virtually no way. I'm trying to go heavy defense, but the enemy attacks are very eclectic and chaotic, and there is not much rhyme or reason to them. The Protoss offered us a truce and then decided to attack us regardless. I also have to make additional drop ships. Let's try to make sure we keep this alive. Let's just make one sunken colony. That should be good enough, I hope. I need to make 2 more so I need 3,200 gas ultimately. I gotta remake that.
Yes, sir?
Let's get an engineering bay when we can afford it so we can get some additional turrets, because we do need to defend this general area.
Solid as a rock, sir.
Let's look up here. Get SCVs down here. Okay, we're harvesting. We're doing better. Not really. Again, if we get attacked, we're pretty much screwed because I have virtually no production. I need to get another barracks set up as soon as possible, or we go missile turrets. Because it does seem like Mutalisks is the name of the game, and our overlords will be continuously hunted.
Right away, sir.
Reporting for duty.
Admittedly, we have a pretty solid force here.
Good to go, sir.
Like the Legionnaires we have, for example, are good.
I read you. I read you.
I think we lost too many overlords, and we lost that hatchery at the beginning too. So
I read you.
I think, like right now, there's long pauses in between the attacks, and I'm not gonna be able to regain my footing. So it's possible I might just want to restart the macro section again.
Reporting for duty.
But I suppose let's fight this out for at least a little bit of time. See if we can get a couple missile turrets back up, and then just get more Legionnaires and medics, because that seems fine for now. Get those drones. We are part of the way there. We'll get this set up momentarily. We could get another command center there. I don't think that's really the right choice. Yeah, these are a little more expensive.
Orders, Captain.
We can set up a bunker up here. Might be better, and then with some missile turrets that can cover us from the high ground.
Yes, sir.
Base is under attack.
Okay, I was a little more ready for it.
Let's show 'em what we got.
Please don't be.
Roger that.
Please don't be.
Yes, sir.
You fool! Okay, it's fine. Let's get a bunker up here, and then we'll set up some missile turrets as well. It's fun. All right.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
I think they have adrenal glands already too. All right, we got units here that can save us. We're gonna get some additional Legionnaires because we know they're pretty good. They've killed all of our workers again.
Solid as a rock, sir.
The map layout is really, really rough to deal with, let me just say. It's extremely challenging to maneuver in this general vicinity. Well,
Take 'em.
and by
Right away, sir.
challenging, I mean a pain in the ass. Real pain in the ass. Okay, so once again, we'll pretty much start from scratch and see if we can get this stuff set back up again.
I read you.
Let's show
And
'em what
hopefully we can just get that truce with the Protoss going.
sir.
It'd be funny if it was just like a trap.
Throw down.
They do seem to like sending
Not enough minerals.
air attacks from here. I don't have detection here. Okay, I can't see him anymore. Yeah, I was just too far behind, I think. Again, really understanding... pushing this Zerg area back was solid, but I think a lot of the other little attacks that got me too early was... it just set me back way too far. So let's load it up, and I'll make a cut to when I get back to wherever I was. Okay, I'm a little bit further in. Here's that asshole scout attack that did a bunch of damage to me. One thing I'm hopeful for here is that the Protoss will push back the encroaching Zerg.
Additional supply
Now,
depots
will they?
required.
I don't know. We're gonna find out. Can't repair these. I mean, I don't know why I would. That would be weird. Okay, so let's set this up. And I need more drones. And let's take this small group and see if we can push back the Zerg that are setting up camp up here. But, again, it also... I guess these Zerg kind of act as a vanguard to stop the Protoss from getting to me. And it actually looks like the Protoss have effectively pushed them out, which is fine with me. I have to be careful because if they do end up dropping anything that can cloak on me, then I'm in trouble. The Protoss have not offered me the truce yet, but they will. Okay, so we make our little circle. That's fine. This is full up. Okay, and I'm going to make one more colony here, one sunken colony to sit in the front. And then I want to set up my command center probably right here so we can harvest from this gas a little bit faster. We can get another hatchery down here. I did ferry over some extra units over here just in case. But for right now, I think we're just waiting for resources.
Input coordinates.
And we're just holding on for dear life. So let's set that up. I mean, getting Hydralisks could also be good. These Steel Legionnaires, I think, are cheaper, though, and just seem better all around.
Additional supply
But I do need
required.
depots, and there's not a lot of room, just in general. If I set this up, it's going to be vulnerable to anything that comes and attacks us from up here. So getting another hatchery up front there would be good and have a forward line of defense, but I'm just really not prepared to do that right now.
Base is under attack.
Okay, I was ready for you, dog. Still ready for you.
Considering the circumstances, we are prepared to offer the Directorate a truce. Should you be able to deliver 3,000 Vespene tanks to our outpost in a timely fashion, try not to play any tricks, or our Templar will be quick to turn their blades on you.
3,000.
Proving to be potent.
Affirmative.
Okay. Right there. And it's going to be challenging to keep this alive. As we know, the Protoss continue to attack pretty aggressively. I'm going to go and grab this SCV again, because I need to start making some additional Terran structures.
HQ.
We do have Science Vessel here. Upgrade Plasma Shields is interesting. Not sure what that applies to. I kind of want to make some of these EMP soldiers shockingly effective frontline units. I did test a map out for Nekron at one point that had those, and they do like the equivalent of like Tesla troopers as you're imagining them. Okay, let's unload over here. Let's get another round of drones and then more Legionnaires.
Not enough minerals.
Input coordinates.
And then I would like an engineering bay. I can't make it right now. I would like to get this bunker that I was planning on set up here. I wonder if I assume we can put the
Let's show 'em what we got.
EMP soldiers inside the bunkers. We're looking good in terms of gas. We're gonna get this one set up. How much gas is in this extractor, by the way? Enough. We're running out of minerals at this base. We're going to have to set this one up or move up here. Or take one of these, which, again, is just... It's far away and a little frightening because I can't rotate my units between quick enough. So the sooner I think we can get the Protoss over to our side, the better.
Solid as a rock, sir.
Well, don't just sit in it, at least. Attempt to move. Okay, well, their own units were sitting under it at some point.
Base is under attack.
Okay, there we go. Does Disruption Whip stop all casts? It's one thing I'm really not sure of. Okay, so we can fill this up.
Sir, yes, sir. Right away,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Orders received.
And we know that Zerg are going to drop on us down here eventually as well.
Orders received.
You know what? Let's just save our resources because I need to set up another base down here as soon as possible. And we don't have much income. So we could do this or we could move up, but I don't really feel comfortable with either.
Base is under attack.
That's really not going to work. This is going to block stuff. I can't do anything here because I built this supply depot, which I suppose I should just kill. So let's get this at least started. I hate this. Okay, so come on down here and destroy this. Make some additional legionnaires. Actually, no, I can't really afford that.
Need medical
On the
attention.
mark, sir. We'll take 'em. Let's throw down.
But on the plus side, we didn't lose all of our workers at an earlier point. Okay, that's all of our income, so we have to get this set up. Again, really having forethought to do this in advance is the challenge. For me, at least. So we can cram it here, but then again, that's going to block. So we got to put it here and give ourselves a little bit of space. And then we could transfer all our drones. I can't get I mean, I'll be able to get the gas, but I won't have enough. Well, we got a long distance mine at least. We got to do something here. We can have enough gas, but we won't have enough resources to make the remaining drop ships. So that's something to keep in mind. We do have one here. We have to build 2 more. Templar Island has got to be somewhere in that general vicinity, right? I can't scan it. All right, yeah, at least spread out a little bit, make an attempt. They'll be able to return to the hatcheries. I just cycled the save. You stay here. I'd love to get Overlord speed and or antenna, but again, that's really not in the cards for us right now. Every little bit of returned resources is huge right now. I do have enough supply in order to get more here.
Need medical attention?
And then we know that there's going to be a Zerg drop down here soon, too, which we have a bunker for, but there's going to be more. Once this finishes, our income should pick up a little bit. And again, once we get the Protoss off our backs, that's going to cut enemy attacks in half, which seems enormous. So that, once we can do that, if we can do that, we're hanging on until then. We just need to... Again, to reiterate, we need to stay alive through all of that. So let's continue saving. I'm going to keep saving over 1. 2 was like right before we started the macro section. We should have enough gas here soon enough. And we're getting some mineral income. The next obvious path is to go up. This is a problem, actually. I just saved, so if I have to rotate... Or if I have to get this stuff moved over there sooner, that's fine too. Jesus!
Base is under attack.
We were so close too. Okay. Well, I think I've got to rotate in advance.
Strap yourselves in,
Did
boys.
someone page me?
The double click issue is really bothersome, by the way. If you're unaware of that, it's driving me crazy.
Go ahead, HQ.
Okay, come on down here.
Base
And then
is
we
under
know that
attack.
Protoss are coming down here too. I don't... There's no way. There's just no way.
Base is under attack.
I think the save we have is irrecoverable. This attack I don't think was supposed to end up there, as far as I can tell. We are so close too. Look at how much Vespene we had. We have to rush to that. I mean, this is doable. It's not really an issue. I think my observation is that you simply need to know everything about the map before you play it in order to succeed. Yeah, that's it. I don't think loading this save is doable, so I think once again I'm going to have to load save 2. And here we are. Okay, I am hesitantly saving. I think I'm okay. Again, the major issue is if they decide to attack down here, because there's no room to build production down here. This is all unbuildable. So you can only set up so much defense in this area. So I think it's almost like... It's like semi-luck based on if they decide to hit that with a very large attack. I've got some units down here along with an Overlord. I'm trying to stockpile that gas.
Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
And I will continue to make groups of pretty much Hydralisks and Marines. You know what? I don't even think it's worth spending any gas right now. We've just got to figure out how to do this. I have this area up here, which is the next typical area I'd consider expanding. If I move down here, I am a bit concerned.
We're uncrushable. Let's throw
of
down.
holding on to it. Again, if we can secure the Protoss alliance, then I think this is pretty much... I don't want to say it's over. Obviously, the Zerg are going to be a continued major issue, but it's just... It'll be that much easier. We just have to get there. So, I have some resources sitting. I can make Zerglings, not really the best use of my resources.
Let's show them what we got.
Again, I guess I should try to take this, get some vision up here, and then we just basically take this defensive line and move it up there. But we know the Zerg can kind of circumvent us in any particular direction. So just to be safe, I think what I'll do is just start ferrying some units over there, just in case.
Copy that.
I guess we'll bring the Zerglings I just built. How about that?
Base
Go
is
ahead,
under attack.
HQ.
Okay, if they want to attack over there, fine. I'm sorry about this. The unfortunate thing is going to be my depots, if anything. But there's nothing I can do about that. Again, it's almost luck. It's not entirely luck dependent, but it feels pretty luck dependent on where they choose to go.
Base is under
I
attack.
might be able to hit them from down here. Not sure. I'm going to move this group up here and try to set up this base. We're very close to the amount of resources we need. Get out of the way, please. StarCraft. Can't quite get him. He's gonna kill every single one.
Base is
There's
under
nothing I
attack.
can do about it. Now I need room to build depots, which I don't really have. You know what? Again, we're so close.
Input coordinates. I'm listening.
Get these dropships over here.
Destination.
200
I
gas.
copy
I can afford to let this go slowly. I can rebuild that stuff. I'm not happy about it, but we can rebuild it. That's being set up. Let's float an Overlord up here, even though it'll probably be killed. Okay, so here we go.
that. Destination.
So save in case these things get picked off by some bullshit along the way, because I see Tempest and... or not Tempest, a
We're
shuttle.
in for some shots.
Base is under attack.
Destination.
Please.
Buckle up.
Templar Island, where are you? I see the shuttles kind of come in this direction, so I think we're in, okay shape. Delivery complete.
Base is under attack.
Strap yourselves in, boys.
They're neutral.
Go ahead, HQ. I copy that.
Okay. Okay, I can't see them, but I think we're good. Now we get this base set up. And then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to set this base up. All right. I don't have shared vision with the Protoss.
Destination.
That's okay. This
I
may have
copy
been
that.
some ploy to essentially force the player into making...
Base is under attack.
What am I thinking? In order to force the player into making dropships, because it
Destination.
seems like we're going to need
Go
them.
ahead, HQ. Hang on. We're in for some chop.
Okay, idle drones. What do I got over here? Scouts. They're our allies now. Great.
Base is under attack.
Okay, yeah, get the fuck out of here. All right, continue making... Never mind. Oh, no, I do have... No, I don't have Terran supply. So we're going to start making Hydralisks now.
We're uncrushable.
And I can start getting upgrades. And then SCVs, I'm going to start moving you around here to start setting up depots wherever I can.
Base is under attack.
Here comes that giant attack. I don't know how we could possibly, again, with the, I mean, we need to get lurkers of our own. That would make a huge difference here. But, it's just that, we're just that close. It feels like we're just that close. But having
I'm listening.
Base
Hang
is
on.
under
We're in for
attack.
some chop.
this amount of stuff constantly, let's just very quickly do the delivery, and then we're going to just bring over as many units as we can. It's done.
Go
Base is
ahead,
under
HQ.
attack.
In transit, HQ.
It's
In
done.
the bye,
Okay.
bye, bye.
Now, we're going to bring all these units over there. You all transfer. One of you come on over here, take this base.
Not enough minerals.
That's fine.
Base is under attack.
In
This may be why we were encouraged to build these extra things. I don't know. I still have an overlord down here, right? Okay, good.
Hang on, we're in for some chop.
Okay, good. I'm gonna build defense down here as well. More cannons, I guess. Or, just like a sunken colony,
Hang on,
anything.
We're in for some chop.
Anything that we can do to keep this area alive. The lurkers are absolutely killer, as you can imagine as well. Sunken colonies will help.
Reporting for duty. Right
Come on
away,
over here
sir.
and start making those depots.
Can't build there.
Go ahead, HQ. I'm listening.
This might just work
Hang on,
if we can
we're in
get
for
some extra
chop.
colonies set up here in time. We're gonna get this set up. We're harvesting. Not as much as I'd
Your
like
forces
here.
are under attack.
We weren't, yeah, there's no way we could be, I don't think we were fast enough for that, but... Whew! I tried, man. That was pretty much my whole army. I have some more up here. I can try to just bring even more. I think we have to focus down the lurkers as well. So very quickly, come on up here. We have to secure the Protoss Alliance ASAP. Just straight up.
Base is under attack.
And if we can repel this force, I think we'll be okay.
Vespene gas.
Destination.
Okay, done.
I copy that.
Pick up
Go
stuff.
ahead, HQ.
We're gonna come down here and pick up
Yourself
stuff.
in, boys. Buckle up.
Down here, I should say. Pick up stuff.
Base is under attack.
Input coordinates.
I don't think I can make deliveries fast enough to go back and forth, essentially.
We're uncrushable.
So every single unit that I own is coming with us, except this one Hydralisk. All right, get on over here.
Yourself in, boys.
We're gonna sit on the very edge where they're dropping on us. We're gonna make this stuff. I still need to... I can't stop with anything else, though. Again, Zerger are only priority right now, so I think... So long as, again, we're sitting here, I'll send more guys back here to pick up more Hydralisks. Quickly, quickly, quickly.
Yes, sir.
I'm listening.
Get in the boats. All right, here they come. Yes! Ha ha! Ah! He's done it!
HQ.
Now we have to stay alive from any future Zerg attacks, which is going to require us
Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
to get absolutely crazy. Fuck you, Lurker. Okay. It's just that easy. Missile attacks, please. Let's get on over here. I, again, need SCVs to just start making depots wherever they will fit. There are not many areas where we can build, unfortunately.
Input
But I think we're going to be relying more heavily on the Zerg
HQ.
in any case. Let's repair this dropship so that we have it for the future.
Affirmative. Roger that.
Okay, let's go lair so that we can start getting our own lurkers. I think as long as we leave this big group here, we'll be okay. I see them still trying to bring units over. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Save. We made it through that attack. That just means that they're going to start coming at us from over here instead. We can come and take this too.
Job's finished.
The Protoss may very well kill the Zerg for us in the long run. I'm not sure. Can we... Wait. We can build creep colonies on normal ground. Maybe that's why they cost more. Alright, I'm intrigued. Well, I don't know what I expected. Help me! Yes! They did! They're gods! Is there a reason that you're not attacking them anymore? Is there... I mean...
Your forces are under attack.
Maybe. We lost pretty much all of our drones. That's fine. We had just saved. All my units are over on the other side, naturally, so we're going to take these guys and head on down here to protect us for at least a little bit of time. I could go back up there and build stuff. I need to leave these units here, apparently, for all eternity. Let's get some overlords, or even just one
Your forces
is good
are under
enough.
attack.
I don't know why this guy's just idle.
Your forces are under
Okay, faster Hydrolus movement speed. I don't have any medics down here to help me. But this should be enough. It looks like this will be enough. Alright. And then many of you can transfer now that this area is relatively safe. Why do they keep getting stuck? Ah!
Destination?
Alright, come on down here. We'll pick this guy up.
In the
Alright, we survived another... I'm just going to save after every attack because, again, it's so... I guess I would use the word eclectic. Like, the variety of things that come in and try to kill us is just... It's all over the place. I don't know why this, the Protoss... Why this guy's just sitting here.
Destination? I copy that.
Okay, even one flipping thing should help us. Once this is done, we're going to go Lurker Aspect.
Read you. Orders received. Roger that.
It's possible the Zerg have expanded on our area. Okay, I'm going to get a little crazy here. Set these up.
Read you.
Can fit one of those there. Lurker Aspect we can't afford. We should be able to soon. And again, it might just be a bit of a waiting game. If we can wait for the Protoss to beat them for us, which I can't really count on.
Not enough minerals.
But we do have a much healthier group of resources here. So we're just going to get spore colonies here. I shouldn't have clustered them because they can both get disruption webbed.
Orders, Captain.
Maybe one day we won't be supply blocked as Terran. I could probably kill these drop ships. I don't need this base anymore, so I could fall back to my earlier defensive line. Let's go ahead and transfer drones. And yeah, I don't really need that hatcher anymore. It is providing some supply, but there's no reason... I mean, it's just kind of an early warning system. And unfortunately, we're at a point where I have to leave all this stuff here. Can I get Overlord speed? Yes. Faster burrowed regen sounds like it could be good in the long run. So creep colonies cost more up front, but you can morph them in between sunken and spores, which is cool. I should be trying to utilize that a bit more.
I read you.
All right, where else can we cram
Your forces
this stuff?
are under attack.
out? Get out. I deny you. All right, come on over here. I still need an engineering bay as well. Let's do that first, actually. That way we can build turrets. I hate that this is kind of what we have to do. But it is what it is. I really hope the Protoss are making some progress, and I think what I'll do is make a comsat station so I can start looking, even though this is going to hem me in a bit. This is my main jam right now, so I need to make sure that this stays alive. Once this is done, we'll make 2 turrets, and then we can start maybe rebuilding depots up there. Or we can consider expanding up here. We don't have access to many more resources. I can start scouting out with more overlords later.
Add-on complete.
I have access to pretty much my whole tech tree. It's just... it's rough. It's rough. If we get hit by a large Zerg ground attack, we're going to be in trouble. I can make lurkers? No, I can't. I never got it. Okay, we got to get lurker aspect. That's going to be huge. Also, Hydralisk range. So we relied pretty heavily on the Legionnaires. They were pretty good, but now as I run out of the ability to build depots anywhere, we're kind of screwed. Let's go missile attacks +2. Okay, you all stay here. I'm going to send, like, you up here to scout, and you can check the Protoss base while you're at it. And just go and look around, buddy. That's your only job. Just go look. I will get infantry level 1 weapons. Let's get another turret here. There's room up here, I suppose. We would have to defend this whole crest from enemy drops. We just want to, like, get right on the edge here. We don't want them dropping at all. And if I have to bring more Hydralisks over here, then so be it. I'll do it. Alright. Do overlords... could I even get the... yeah, it says ventral sacs are there. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, cool. Depot me, buddy. All this for one depot. See, they're dropping down there. Zerg have expanded up in this direction, but they don't really have that much, so it wouldn't be that hard to load up and go and kill this. To say that something is not that challenging, though, at this stage is bold of me to suggest. So obviously we just go lots of Hydralisks. That's all my resources, though. Basically, I have to try to mine this out as best we can. I saw an Ultralisk. It's alright, we're kind of ready. My Overlord was picked off. I'm going to just try to get upgrades now. Let's send my Overlord through the Protoss base, and again, it's kind of unclear to me what the Protoss are doing. We have to kind of rely on them to take pressure off of
On the mark, sir.
us, which it's kind of hard to say if they are doing that successfully or not.
Buckle up.
And get more Steel Legionnaires to bring over here, just in case. The Protoss are not attacking us, but I don't really know if they're attacking the Zerg either. They might be. They're moving around. They're doing stuff. I'd love to take that upper left base. If we could just get, you know, like a group of Hydralisks and then a drone over there, we can get it all set up. My genuine hope was that the Protoss could effectively finish this for us. But it seems like they're not really
I'm listening.
doing anything,
I read you.
unfortunately.
Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Input coordinates.
Okay, I'm going to get Overlord drops as well.
Go ahead, HQ. I'm listening.
I had another dropship, may have gotten killed. Oh, it's over here.
In the 5.
Okay, so let's take these Hydralisks and then some drones. The issue is, as we start attacking this base, they're going to bring more stuff to defend it. So we need to make sure that we bring enough. So I think we wait for +2 to finish. I could also get some Lurkers. Hydralisk attack range as well. I feel confident that we can keep the Cerebrid alive. It really just depends on where the Zerg decide to attack us and with what next.
Hang on. We're in
So that's really my only major concern. That's fine. You can get out of here. And we have to make sure that we have enough money that we can expand when we're ready. If we take this and deny the Zerg from having it as well, and then we have the Protoss in the middle of the map kind of holding that area down, we're in great shape. So for now, let's just wait. Cancel all these. And if I could just get one more depot somewhere, please. Then I can get a couple medics to bring with me on this next adventure with the Hydralisks. Medic Hydralisk, as you can imagine, is pretty good. So we'll fill up this stuff. We'll bring a drone with us. We take this out. We take this base. And I feel like I've been playing this a really long time, so I gotta also make sure that I'm being fair to most of the other the entries. Let's actually go infantry armor here. We can get up to +2. We're gonna go Carapace. Please. Okay, good. It does appear. Normally it's just grayed out on the command card, so I was a little afraid it wasn't going to work.
Input coordinates.
Okay, that's like a perfect amount. And then this is depleted, I think, so let's just bring this. I guess I'll just bring these drones. Can leave one on the geyser. I don't really need it, though.
Your
Go ahead,
forces are
HQ.
under attack.
Alright, please remove yourself from my vicinity. Thank you. I hate you all very much. Everything about those drops. That wasn't a drop, that was an air attack, to be fair. Alright, let's head on over here. Zerg can only hit us with Lurkers in terms of cloaking. So you know what? If you guys are gonna block yourself, that is fine with me. That's a-okay. Let's just get some Zerglings. Let's get some basic Zergling upgrades now. Let's make sure this is still going. It is. We're gonna get Hydralisks, continue rallying up here. We're gonna win it with just Hydra Lurker, I think, and then we'll mix in some Zerglings to help us out in the meantime. Okay, so let's save in case something goes wrong here, but I think we're on the right track to do this. And if this, I mean, they'll just keep blocking themselves and getting confused, which may somehow stop the enemy from attacking us in some bizarre way. I don't really know exactly how, but it could happen. Looks like the Protoss may indeed be trying to drop here and attack.
I copy that.
They are.
Go ahead, HQ.
I'm really struggling with this left click or this double click issue that we've been running into. See, I'm trying to double click the Overlord.
Go ahead,
Your
HQ.
forces are under attack.
Okay, we got vision on the lurkers. We're good. The Protoss hitting him from another direction. I appreciate that. Guess we should get that burrowed regen as well. Can I get a hive? No.
I read you.
It's like, wow, now I can just afford stuff. So let's get
Your
stuff.
forces are under attack.
Let's start building supply depots up here. Upgrades are happening. Alright, now that this is mine, this will also deny the Zerg resources that they may be running out of resources themselves.
Complete.
It's possible. Not necessarily probable, but it's possible. Hey, good job, Protoss. I'm proud of you. Alright, so we're going to take this. We got some extra drones, and we can ferry some extra ones. We want to make sure we leave Overlords here just in case, and then we're going to send these all back.
In the 555.
So I see adrenal glands available here. It's on the command card. We can't get a hive. So like anything that we can't build just outright probably should just be removed from being visible. Just as a recommendation. Okay, Hydralisk.
Solid as a rock, sir.
Let's get a couple medics and then more legionnaires. And we're pretty much out of money again, but that's okay. We're getting this set up. I don't think I have any idle workers that were working that are no longer doing anything. Now we have to figure out the right place to drop on the Zerg and then wipe out their base. But I would say, again, this is maybe a little, I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but I'm pretty sure we've won. I'm pretty sure we've won. But who knows? Nice job, Protoss. Again, we secured the Protoss alliance. We're able to clean these attacks up before they get to the Cerebrit. We're able to make Legionnaires now. I could probably expand on the UED tech tree, but there's not enough room to build, unless maybe I took this base as UED. So now it's just about getting fully built up and then finally being able to get into that purple base. What I'm going to do is cut the video only because I want to see how long I've been recording, because it's been in multiple pieces, as you are well aware now. So I just want to make sure that it hasn't been... I mean, it's been a while. I think we're pushing an hour, maybe more. So, again, I might just make a short cut here anyway. So, once I get an army that's ready to drop on purple, then we're good to go, in any case. So I will be back. Okay, so we're coming in, yeah, like 50 minutes, 55 minutes. Again, I don't want to sound like overly concerned about the time. That's the thing. Oh my gosh, we made it this far. What if we lose now? Because of this large attack. As long as the lurkers are dead, I think we're fine. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty big. That was a pretty big one. It's gonna burn down after all that time, but that's okay. I have a large army here, and I wanted to build some EMP soldiers. And I got the plasma shields from the science facility, but it says level 2 requires a cybernetics core, which we obviously can't build. So I'm going to start loading this up. And
Go ahead, HQ.
we're going to make our way.
Go ahead, HQ. Hang on. We're in for some chop.
Your forces are under attack.
All right, here and here. Wow, they're like extremely upset. And going for this area. They're still making their way. Again, I can't reinforce this area. What I am able to do is get up to +3 Terran weapons because I've got the science facility down here, so we should utilize that as best we can. Anyway, I think I'm on the cusp of winning. Let's just make sure that we keep loading up here.
Go ahead.
You're
HQ.
full, you're full, you're full,
Destination.
you're full.
Input coordinates.
We got another one here. We're going to bring Hydralisks, please.
Go ahead, HQ.
Okay, so we're going to send you guys up here to meet with my other overlords that are full. And I'm just going to turn these into colonies just in case. I could have gotten a spire that would have helped. The interesting thing, and I have a comset station so I can scan here, is the base itself is not really that well defended. So it's really about like where the majority of the Zerg units in the first place. They're not harvesting, so they may be cheated money. That's fine. It is StarCraft Remastered. I know there's limitations to certain scripts. Let's go, though. Again, the Protoss are distracting them. They just emptied their whole base to come and attack me, so I think we should be good. It's just then we're going to have to... Oh, no, this is connected. Okay, great. So I think we're in good shape. We persevered. I was unable to complete Nekron submissions in 2017 and 2018. I think I could have beaten last year's if I gave it enough tries, but I gave up way too early. This one, I was determined. I'm going to give it the amount of time I gave to a lot of the other submissions at least. If I can't beat it then fine.
In the 5.
Okay. The Doom Drop. I hear electricity happening. Get him. It's like the probe attacks, actually. I think that's funny. I'm trying so hard to click everything. I'm really excited to hear the zappers. They're zapping. Okay, and then through the base. Let's make sure we keep some overlords with us. Hydralisks. Really just a Zerg ground comp with medics is pretty incredible. We couldn't make Ultralisks. Not that I really would have been able to afford it at any point. Now I'm floating minerals. I did have to utilize pretty much every group of resources at my disposal. Naturally, at the very end, he's going to have to float over eventually. There we go.
Your forces are under attack.
Whew. Okay. And again, these maps... I see this map in particular was really just, it was about knowing. You needed the knowledge. I don't think many people could go in blind and win, mostly because like the attack that hit this area was so large there was simply no way. I had to have my entire army down there. Now obviously someone who is better than me might be able to have such a large army at that point that they could have reacted and had enough down there at all times, but I'm struggling to imagine who would have done that. I don't know. Again, there's unbuildable terrain down there, too. Uh-oh. Vasily has chosen to become infested. I like the premise of the map. I mean, if you've played StarCraft, you have a general understanding that, there is UED remnants. And at the end, we find this guy is willing to infest himself in order to, I don't know, survive, I suppose. I like the idea of the alliance with the Protoss. 3,000 gas was right on the cusp of feeling like too much. I obviously was floating a lot of resources there at the end. But I think that... Obviously, I mean, again, you watch the video. I was very low on resources for the majority of the map, and then we had to dump a ton of gas into getting those Protoss on our side, too. So you kind of had to weigh... Again, if you knew the Protoss were going to willingly offer a trade, you had to weigh how many resources you wanted in terms of gas and minerals, and you had to float that gas. You couldn't spend it. So... Yeah, again, the beginning was very tricky, relied pretty heavily on those Steel Legionnaires that were very strong, and then with the medics, and then eventually we just transitioned into mostly Zerg, as I feel like the UED, again, feels very fitting for the UED. I think this was a really good submission. I do think some things could be tweaked. That bottom right island should probably be attacked, but not to that extent, because again, the amount of army I needed there just to repel those drops did feel... unintended? I don't know. Again, I really couldn't tell if that was intended or not, but I feel like for most players, even with players who are mechanically much faster than me, would not have been prepared for that. I feel pretty confident in thinking that most players would not have been prepared for that at all. And the Cerebrate really has no means of defending itself, unless it did and I didn't realize it. I don't know. But yeah, I liked the tools at my disposal. The map was I mean, it took me a while, but the map size itself and the general idea of the map was fairly concise, and it didn't feel like it was meandering or bloviated in any way. It was just a nice, solid macro mission that had map events on it, and I really like to see that too, especially in Brood War, where I mean, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not speaking for anyone else, but I do find Brood War to get repetitive, and for me personally, the way that I find the way to spice these maps up is to you know, change up the tech tree, which was done here, and also add map events, which was done here. And then we saw that similar in Seizure of Systems. There were map events where you could retake control of bases with allied AI. Interestingly enough, on this map, you could trigger an allied AI by giving them resources. That made a big difference. And I thought maybe we could basically just wait and let the Protoss beat it for us, but it seems like they became a lot less active at a certain point and basically decided not to attack the Zerg base directly because there really weren't many defenses ever in the Zerg base. They just built a lot of stuff. So that's another thing that you don't really know until you play it, but the enemy bases are very lightly defended and very easy to take out. Different map makers treat that in different ways. I've played a lot of Brood War maps where static defense is spammed and you cannot get through enemy bases without a large 50 to 100 supply army. Here, it seems like Nekron goes for a different approach, which is the enemy gives the illusion of having a lot of stuff in their base at all times because they're attacking you with large forces. But realistically, those are all the forces that they have, and there really isn't much that is within the enemy base. So you can use early aggression or persistent aggression to your advantage. But again, that's different across different maps and different creators, so there's really it's challenging to know when to apply that because you could throw away a fairly low supply army and into a base that has a ton of static defense. You just don't know until you try, is what I'm saying. Anyway, again, now I'm sort of meandering around these different points, but I enjoyed this map for a lot of the different reasons that I've listed, though I do think that it felt a little gotcha at times. Obviously, Infested Terran at the beginning was probably just more funny than anything, because it was right at the beginning, didn't matter if you lost. But really the attacks on the Cerebrats felt more gotcha than anything. I barely pulled through, though, and we've done it. So, Nekron, you're not going to defeat me for the third year. That's Jaybo Vengeance right there. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Leave your comments for Nekron below.